What's up everybody, I'm Logan from Sleepopolis.com and today I'm going to be comparing the Casper and Endy mattresses. I'm going to give you some similarities, some differences, who should go with one over the other, and how you can get some discounts on either of these mattresses. So keep watching to find out if you should buy the Casper or Endy mattress. Now the first way I want to differentiate between these two mattresses is by talking about the materials used in the layers of the Casper and Endy. So I'm going to start out with the Casper, which is an all-foam bed-in-a-box mattress. It's 10 inches in height and it uses a polyester cover, which is pretty thin, pretty breathable, but nothing really too special to write home about. Now underneath the cover we have the comfort layer of the mattress, which is a latex-like foam. Latex-like foams are bouncy for good mobility, and they're pretty good at dissipating body heat. Now those two attributes are really important because the next layer down is a layer of memory foam. Now memory foam is known for being able to sink into it. You get this nice contouring feeling around your body. It's really good for pressure relief, but it can be known for trapping a bit of body heat and causing you to feel stuck in the mattress. So by placing that latex-like layer on top, it defends against both of those things. Now below that we have a transition layer of polyfoam. Now this layer of the Casper is really interesting because it is zoned for support. So basically around the shoulder area where you're going to want to sink into the mattress a little bit more, it's softer, so it allows you a little bit more space. And then at the hips, it's going to have stronger support to keep your hips from sinking in the mattress. All in all, that helps to keep your spinal line in a good position. That's especially nice for side sleepers. Now below that, we have the support center of the mattress, which is a high density polyfoam base. Now, high density polyfoam is a really common material that's used in a lot of bed-in-a-box mattresses because it's really firm, it's got a quick response to pressure, and it provides support to the mattress overall. Now the Endy mattress is also an all-foam bed-in-a-box mattress. It's about the same height as the Casper. The cover is knit and it's removable, machine washable, but otherwise nothing too special. It doesn't really affect the feel of the Endy overall. The comfort layer of the Endy is a proprietary foam, meaning only Endy uses it. It's an open-celled structure, which means it's going to be a bit more breathable. It's going to help you sleep a bit cooler. It's got a pretty quick response to pressure, so you're going to be able to change position, some good mobility on the Endy, so you're not going to feel stuck in the mattress at all. Now below that layer of Endy foam is a transition layer of polyfoam. It's a bit firmer than the layer of foam on top of it, which is nice because it's going to start to give you some cradling support so you don't kind of push through that comfort layer on top and really end up barging into kind of a firmer support layer beneath. So it gives you nice cradling support as you transition into the base, which is also high density polyfoam. Remember, I said that's a really common support layer in a lot of bed-in-a-box mattresses. Of course, the most important thing you're going to want to know when you're looking at buying a new mattress is what it actually feels like to lie in bed. So I want to talk a little bit about the differences in feel between the Casper and Endy mattresses. First up, the Casper, in my opinion, it has kind of a 7 out of 10 firmness, which is just a hair to the firmer side. It's still in that medium range, but there is some nice support. Now, given that you're going to lie on your back there, you're going to sink in just a little bit because it is a foam mattress. Even with a little bit of sinkage into that softer comfort layer on top, I found that I had good spinal alignment. I felt that it did a good job of supporting my weight while I was lying on my back. As I was changing positions, rolling around, again, we talked about that latex-like foam, which has good bounce, good mobility, so I was able to change positions without feeling stuck in the mattress. That's nice if you're a combination sleeper, you roll around during the middle of the night. Now rolling onto my side, this is really where that zone support I talked about before comes into play, because when you're a side sleeper, your weight is concentrated over a smaller surface area, so you're going to push further into a mattress. If you're on a mattress that's too firm, you're going to bump up against that support. You might feel jammed up at the shoulders, get some pressure points forming at the shoulders, the hips. Because of the zone support on the Casper, I think it does a really nice job of letting you sink further into the mattress to avoid those pressure points, and also helping with spinal alignment because your hips are actually kept up from sinking into the mattress in this position. Now, rolling onto my stomach, stomach sleepers generally prefer firmer mattresses to support their hips, keep their spinal line in a good position. I think if you're a combo sleeper that just kind of rolls onto your stomach for part of the night, you're going to be okay on the Casper. However, if you are a really strict stomach sleeper or a little bit heavier, you're probably going to want to find something with stronger support. Now, taking a look at the Endy mattress, in my opinion, it's in that medium firmness range of like a 6.5 out of 10, so maybe just a hair softer than the Casper. Lying on my back, again, my weight's evenly distributed in this position. I do sink into the mattress a little bit, but again, I think there's pretty nice support. There is a little bit more softness, so maybe you sink in just a little bit further, but because of the quick responsive pressure on the Endy foam, I didn't feel stuck when I was rolling around, changing positions or anything like that. Now rolling onto my side, it doesn't have the zone support of the Casper, so you don't get quite as much sinkage of the shoulders there, but I do think that if you are a combo sleeper that kind of ends up on your side for portions of the night, or if you are on the lighter side and you're a combo sleeper, I think the Endy is going to be fine for you. Medium firmness does provide that nice mix of support and pressure relief. I think back and side sleepers are going to be really happy with the Endy mattress. Now, rolling onto my stomach, again, weight's pretty evenly distributed. It's kind of the same story as with the Casper. It's going to be okay if you're going to roll onto your stomach for a little bit of the night, but if you have really strict stomach sleeping needs, like you're a little bit heavier, or you just kind of always sleep directly on your stomach, you're probably going to want to find something with firmer support than the Endy provides. Well, this comparison focuses mostly on the original Casper versus the Endy mattress. I want to talk briefly about the other mattresses in the Casper's line. First up, we have the Casper Essential, which has a bit of a lower profile. It comes in at like 8.5 inches as opposed to the Casper Original's 10 inches. It's made of 3 layers, so we've got a polyfoam over a memory foam over the high density polyfoam support base. There is no zone support in the Casper Essential. Comes in at like a medium firmness, like a 6 out of 10, something like that, so maybe a little bit softer than the original Casper. It's a bit more of a value option, with the price ranging from $450 to $775 for the king size. Next up is the Casper Wave, which is actually a bit taller than the Casper Original. It's made of 5 layers, stands at about 11.5 inches in height. It's got a really soft, plush feel and zone support, which means that I really like it for the side sleepers out there, so you can sink further into the mattress, keep your spine aligned in a good position. It's a bit of a luxury option, with the price ranging from $1,650 to $3,350, but if you use the code Sleepopolis at checkout, you can save $150 on your purchase. So now that we've gone over the similarities and differences in the materials used in the Casper and Endy mattresses, and also the differences in feel between the two of them, I want to give you my recommendations. Basically, who should go with the Casper, who should go with the Endy mattress. So I'm going to start with the Casper, which I'm going to recommend because of the zone support system. I think it's a really nice feature to have in a mattress. It gives you that nice support at the hips to keep them from sinking in, keeping your spine line in a good position, and also the softer feel at the shoulders is great for side sleepers out there. Which brings me to my next recommendation, which is that I think the Casper is a better choice for the side sleepers out there. Even though in general I think it does have just a little bit more of a firm feel to it, when you're rolling onto your side it actually does feel a bit softer. It allows you to sink further into the mattress, providing pressure relief to the shoulders so you don't get jammed up, and also allows you for nice spine alignment while you're on your side. Now, I also really like the Endy mattress, and a couple of the reasons I think you should go with that over the Casper is that I think it sleeps just a little bit cooler. I found that the open-celled structure of the Endy foam is really breathable, and it allows you to sleep just a little bit cooler. So if you're someone who, you get a little bit hot during the middle of the night, or you're worried about kind of body heat trap in foams, the Endy foam does a really nice job of dissipating that body heat. Now, I also think that the Endy is a really nice choice for the combination sleepers out there. So if you kind of switch between sleeping on your back, sleeping on your side throughout the night, it's got a nice medium firmness to it, which is going to give you a nice mix of support and pressure relief in multiple positions, and also has a quick response to pressure, so it's not quite the bounce you might expect out of a traditional inner spring mattress, but there's good mobility on the Endy, so you won't have to feel stuck in the mattress at all. So now that we've gone over the differences in the materials used, the feel of the mattresses, and also my recommendations, I want to give you some of the purchasing information for both the Casper and Endy mattresses. First up, both of these mattresses have 100-night trial periods, so you get to have either of them in your home for just over 3 months, deciding whether or not it's the right bed for you. They both come with 10-year limited warranties. You want to check out on their websites exactly what those cover, but that's about the average for the bed-in-a-box foam mattress market out there. And now in terms of shipping, they both ship for free and will arrive compressed in a box. The difference here comes at the price, with the Casper costing between $725 and $1,275. If you use the code Sleepopolis, you can save $75 at checkout. The Endy is a little less expensive, with the price ranging from $675 to $950. But again, if you use the code Sleepopolis at checkout, you can save $50. So that's it for my comparison of the Casper and Endy mattresses. If there's anything I didn't cover, just leave a comment below. Now, if your mattress search continues, hit subscribe, because we're going to keep putting out more reviews, comparisons, best of lists to help you find the mattress for you. Also, make sure you follow us on Facebook and Twitter so you don't miss any of our sleep news or our giveaway announcements, and check out sleepopolis.com for all of your sleep needs.